We all are familiar with those very common perimenopause and menopause symptoms that everybody seems to be buzzing about. Hot flashes, brain fog, loss of concentration, sleep disturbance, weight gain, particularly in the belly, being moody, irregular periods, even anxiety. Most of us have heard people talk about these, but there are less talked about symptoms that can clue you into the fact that you are in perimenopause and approaching menopause. This is what we're going to talk about today. I'm Susan Winograd with Pelvicore Plus. Welcome. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other amazing videos. The first not so commonly talked about perimenopause symptom is pelvic pain. When we have declining levels of estrogen, our tissues become less lubricated and they can either change the integrity of the tissue. A lot of women may experience burning, itchiness, even just a feeling of irritation, and it can even show up as pain with sex. This can clue you in that your hormones are changing and that you are in perimenopause and approaching menopause, which perimenopause can last 6 to 8 years, by the way. Another not so commonly talked about symptom of perimenopause is bladder leaking. When we lose estrogen, again, our tissues change, they dry up, and the muscles supporting the urethra can be changed, leading to bladder leaking, urinary urgency, and frequency. The third one that's not so commonly talked about is constipation. People come to me all the time and say, I've been pooping fine, and then all of a sudden I feel constipated. When we have changing levels of estrogen and progesterone in our skin, it can change digestion. It can take longer for us to digest food, and also the stool stays in the rectum for longer. It gets water pulled out of it, and then you end up with dry, hard stools that are difficult to poop out. And the fourth one that's not so commonly talked about is pelvic organ prolapse. People come to me describing a feeling of pressure, a feeling of falling out or dragging. Women say they feel like they have a tampon half in and half out. And the reason why this happens or can happen is because as our tissues change in perimenopause, when our estrogen begins to decline, those vaginal walls are not supporting our pelvic organs as well as they need to. So pelvic pain, leaking, constipation, pressure, maybe indicating a pelvic organ prolapse, can be check engine lights or clues that you are in perimenopause and menopause. The good news is that there is so much that we can help you with to resolve and prevent these issues. A good pelvic floor physical therapist can absolutely help you. At Pelvicore Rehab and Wellness, we're passionate about making perimenopause and menopause the most vibrant and sexy season of your life.